Most people don't fail because something didn't work. They fail because they stopped right before it would have worked. They quit in the invisible phase, the part where nothing looks like it's happening, but everything is being built. Welcome back to the Marcus Allgood Show. I appreciate everybody listening, watching, and sharing the show. Today we're going to talk about most people quit right before it starts working. Have any of y'all seen the little comic strip kind of thing where the miner's sitting there chipping away with his axe, with his pick, going through, and just chipping away at the wall looking for gold, and he ends up stopping, essentially like 3 inches before the gold, and he walks off and goes back to the house and just, you know, doesn't like what he's doing with his life, and so then this next person comes in and takes 2-3 hits at where he was digging at and finds the gold. Like, that is what we're talking about. You can't give up before before the things actually start to work. And in business, it's the same way. It's really hard to figure out when it is time to stop and when it is to double down and keep going. But every meaningful goal has a phase where results don't show, progress feels slow, effort feels unnoticed, doubt gets louder. And even when you're running or working out, like that middle, like doing an AMRAP or just running for 4 miles, that middle section where you can't quite see the end, but you're coming up to the middle and you're drowning. You're like, oh my gosh, I could just quit right now. Like, that inside your head is the exact same thing that we're talking about. But once you push past that middle section, and then you get to the other side where you start going downhill more, you say you got 1 mile left. Oh, it's only a mile. Then you get half mile. Then your energy starts picking up during that point. But this is the phase where businesses don't make money yet. Workouts don't show results yet. Content doesn't get views yet. And we've all been there. Habits don't feel natural yet. And all those things, like, it just takes time. Even building this podcast, building my social media. I'm at a point right now on my social media, I haven't posted anything in a while. Like, I'm like, what do I want to post? Where am I at with posting? What's my goal with posting? And I just quite haven't figured out what my goal is yet on posting for that kind of stuff. And, do I want to keep doing workout stuff? Do I want to transition into like business? Do I want to just turn it into a channel where it just talks about learning, like teaching something new, or just go out and have fun with my own Instagram or my own Facebook? But the beginning never looks like success. It looks like nothing. And one thing, going back to my content, if you follow my Facebook, I put quotes up every day, and that's kind of where my Facebook goes. I put up some real estate stuff too, also, but mainly it's just the motivational quotes. I'll put some of my workouts. But if you like motivational quotes, check out my Facebook, just Marcus Allgood on Facebook. So why do people quit too early? Lack of immediate results. People expect quick feedback, but growth compounds slowly. So very true. I would love to have instant gratification on everything that I do. Comparison. They see others winning and assume they're behind. We always assume that we're behind. We don't know how long they've been working at it. We just see like the overnight success and like, why can't that be me? But you don't see the 5 to 10 years or even 12 years that they grind in. I did watch a little video on the guy who made Scrub Daddy, and he went years with just his Scrub Daddy sitting in the warehouse just collecting dust until he actually made one small change, and it actually changed his whole life. But it took 4 to 5 years of just money sitting in a warehouse because nobody was buying his sponges. So you don't get immediate results. Like, nobody knows that part of it. He just thinks, oh, he just came up with a sponge and boom, it happened. Emotional decision making, when it stops feeling exciting, they stop showing up. Misreading the process. They think no results equals not working. And that goes to everything. Working out, business, relationships, all sorts of different things that pertains to. But often, no results equals you're early. You're grinding. You're still going forward. You're still setting the framework. You're setting the train tracks, getting laid down. It just means you got to keep pushing forward. People don't quit because it's not working. They quit because it's not working fast enough. And, they say businesses take 3 years to get going. Some take longer than that. Workouts, 6 to 8 months before you start seeing some actual gains. And same with the diet. Like you got to wait the time. You can't just do 100 sit-ups today and have a six-pack. Like, it just doesn't work that way. As much as we all want it to, you can't just take a pill and be muscular. Like, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work for opening up a shop, opening a business. You can't just open it and expect people to come up. Like, especially, you can't just open a website and not push people to it and expect people to buy from it. The plateau that breaks most people is there's always a stretch where effort stays high and results stay low. And that's such a hard place to be. That's the plateau. And this is where most people leave. But what they don't realize, that plateau is where breakthroughs are built. The work you do when nothing is happening is the reason something eventually does. Like, it's at some point in time, it's going to crack. And there's a business that I have that I'm waiting for the magic pill to erupt. I'm waiting for the switch to turn on and just, the leads start flowing in. And right now it's not the time, but we're pushing things to make it happen, and hopefully it happens soon. But we're pushing through it. We're grinding. We're making things happen, and hopefully the fruits of our labor will pay off soon. So let's talk about the compounding effect. Progress isn't linear. Progress isn't linear. It's exponential. Small actions stack. Habits build quietly. Consistency creates momentum. And then suddenly, results will appear. Confidence increases. And then others are going to start noticing. They're going to be like, oh, what did you do? And they're going to start asking you questions about it. What looks like an overnight win is usually months of invisible work. And it's just the grind that you have to go through. You got to do it with your head down. You can't be bragging about everything. Like, just put your head down and let your results show the work that you put in. So how do you know you're closer than you think? Signs you're near a breakthrough. It feels repetitive. It feels boring. It feels frustrating. You're questioning everything and you're tempted to quit. You're ready to just throw in the towel and just say, I'm over it. That's not failure. That's the pressure building. The urge to quit often shows up right before the results do. And what we're wanting is the results, of course. So we got to keep pushing to get the results that we want. So what separates people who win? Winners stay when it's boring. They stay when it's slow. They stay when it's quiet. They stay when nobody's watching. They don't rely on the motivation, the excitement, and the validation. They just keep moving. They rely on consistency, commitment, and the standards that they've set for themselves. The difference isn't talent. It's who stays longer and who can grind the most, who can stay in the right mindset to make that win happen. Like talking about that guy with the axe looking for the gold. If he would have just had a little bit stronger mindset, like, oh, just a little bit longer, just a few more hits, he would have found the gold, but he let somebody else find the gold. So how do you stop quitting early? You expect the slow phase, normalize it. It's going to be okay. It's going to get slow. You got to track your effort, not just the results. Effort is the input you control. Remove emotional decision making. Feelings fluctuate. Commitment doesn't. You got to zoom out. Give yourself months, not days. Could take a couple years. It's okay. Give yourself that time and put in the work. Stay one more week. When you want to quit, extend it. Say, no, I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer. Maybe a day, maybe 2 days, maybe a week, maybe a month. Put a time limit on it and see what happens. Success isn't about doing more. It's about quitting less and just keeping it going. So the closing challenge I have to do today is think about something you've been working on or something you quit too early. Ask yourself, did it actually fail or did I just stop? This week, stay in it longer than you normally would because what you're building might be closer than you think. Don't quit in the phase where it looks like nothing is happening. That's the phase where everything is happening. So you got to push through it, make it happen, and revisit some other things that you've quit on and see if you can't spark that fire back up and actually make it work. I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for listening, and I appreciate you. That's the pod.